Here's the new EONON GA7151. This unit replaces the 6151 and also the 6151F. I'm just going to boot it up now. You can see how long it takes to start. Now this unit has a new CPU, which seems to make things a lot faster. It still only has 1 gig of RAM, which is a shame, but it does run pretty well. I guess that's due to the optimizations included in Android 6.0. The previous two units used Android 5.1, and there is a massive difference in speed with this unit. Now essentially all of these head units that run Android will do the same thing. They'll let you use maps, they'll let you listen to your Bluetooth music, but a lot of them are just painfully slow to use and they have problems and issues. This is the first one that I've installed that is just working really well. It's so fast, it's just like using your phone. So it's already booted up now, good to go. I'm not sure if you saw there, but it launched the dash cam and it's automatically recording. So if I show you that first. Now the dash cam in previous models only recorded SD, but this particular one records HD all the way up to 1080p. It's quite customizable as well. You can change the storage path. I've got mine recording to an SD card just in there. You can change the resolution. So yeah, up to 1080p. Previous one only did 480. The clip time, so that's how long it will record for before it splits the clip into a new video. Auto start, I've turned that on because I want it to record every time I turn the car on, and saved file will show you all of the recordings that it's made and you can watch them back in there. So we go back out of that. Now primarily I bought this head unit to use navigation apps and listen to music because this car didn't come with an aux, it just came with a CD player, and I'm the type of person who listens to a lot of Spotify, a lot of streaming music, and that didn't really work for me. So this unit is perfect for me because not only can I use navigation apps and Spotify, but it's Android. I can use pretty much any app that I want from the Play Store. You can literally download anything. You could put YouTube on here and watch videos, although I don't recommend that while you're driving. You can put games on here. You could literally put whatever you want on here. There's parking apps like Parkopedia, which are handy to find parking spots in places you've never been before. All sorts of things that you could think of to install. Passenger could use this while you're driving. So of course everyone knows what the Play Store is. Spotify for your music. If for whatever reason you don't want to use Bluetooth, you find it more convenient to just have Spotify installed, you can do that. Sometimes I prefer to use Spotify on the car just because while I'm driving and I want to change the type of music I'm listening to, it's much easier to do that than, reaching for the phone in the cradle. It's just safer, I think, and easier to do. And you can see it works really well. It's a lot faster than the previous head units, that's for sure. Navi, that will open Waze. You can set Navi to open whatever app you want. I prefer to use Waze, but you can use Google Maps or whatever Android mapping software you want to use. They've actually increased the storage size on this particular unit, so you don't even need to put an SD card in there. You can have your local maps stored on the unit itself, but because I have this thing connected to the internet permanently, I just use Waze and it's just convenient. So it doesn't take very long. It's already started up. It's got my GPS location there. Just under there you can see I've still got the GPS antenna and a microphone there. I did have a Wi-Fi antenna, but on this particular model it doesn't come with a Wi-Fi antenna. It's the same as the previous GA6151F, where it just has like a little wire sticking out of the back, so you probably won't get very good Wi-Fi reception. Not sure why they've done that, but you know, that's what they've done. Also with the external microphone, I couldn't get it connected. It didn't actually fit in the microphone slot, which is weird. Luckily it does have one built in there, but I will be investigating that. That's the only problem I've had so far, is this microphone not being connected. So yeah, that's maps. Radio is a radio. I don't really use that because I use Bluetooth or Spotify. Your apps, of course, are all the apps installed. Aux, you can wire an aux up in the back and then route it out however you want. It doesn't come attached in the unit itself, but really I thought there was no point because I'll just use Bluetooth. Car settings doesn't actually do anything, so I don't know why that's built in. You've got colour, so you can change the colour of the lights on the unit. So if you turn your car's lights on, the lights here will turn on, and you can adjust them however you like, but I've got them to match the colour of the car's lights so that everything matches. Turn your lights back off and they'll turn back off. DAB, that's an extra thing that you have to install separately. Disc, if you put a DVD or CD in the drive. Downloads, if you download anything from Chrome. Easy Connection comes built in. It's supposed to be an app where you can view your phone's display on your car's display, but I don't think I'll be using that. EQ, of course, is an equalizer. You can also adjust the subwoofer level, which is pretty handy. It comes with ES File Explorer, which is always good if you need to view any of the files on your SD card, transfer anything, install some APKs. GPS Test Plus just shows that your GPS is working. It comes with their own music app, which I'm not going to use. My account is just there because I have a Virgin Media SIM in this 4G dongle. So the dongle's connected directly to the back of the unit. It's got 4G signal. And here, that's how much data I've got. I've been using a bit today because I've been installing all sorts of apps, but you know, it's only £4 a month for a gig of data, and it rolls over as well. Oh yeah, you can't do that in the Virgin Media app. Let's go back. Comes with talk, so if you install an OBD or an ODB, I always forget which way that is, you can check you know, if you've got any fault codes, stuff like that. Then of course Waze, I've installed that. That's all the built-in apps. I'm not going to use many other than the ones I've installed, like Spotify and Waze. And they do keep it quite simple on the main display. You can't really change the layout of anything, so if you do want to change the layout, just get something like Nova Launcher, and then you can adjust it in whatever way you want. If you pull down the notification bar, you can see it's got a few options there. Not sure why it says emergency calls only. I've turned the Wi-Fi off because I'm not using it. Data doesn't really do anything. Brightness, screenshot, clear memory, recent apps, and navigation. Not sure where Waze went there. Let's have a look. Looks like Waze closed itself. That's interesting. It does remind me of a feature in the settings. Let's make sure that's working. So in memory, there's a background cleanup list, and you can see I've unticked Waze and I've unticked Spotify because I don't want them to be killed in the background. So hopefully that's working. Anything else can get killed because I'm not really going to need it running, but you know, things like Waze and Spotify, don't really want to get them killed in the background because I'm going to be using them when I'm driving. Now there are a few other things. So if I start the engine, quite hot today, so I'm going to keep the AC on. So now that I've started the engine, you can see that it sort of blacks out for a bit, but it comes straight back, and if you're playing any music, it will just carry on playing. You can see there I've got my miles per gallon display. If you want to adjust the time or change that, you just hold the mode button, then you hear a beep. You can cycle through. If you push different buttons, it would do different things. It's basically the up and down buttons. Press mode again and it will save whatever you've done. I've got a reverse cam installed, so hopefully that's working. Yep, there it is. All you have to do is put the car into reverse, the camera comes up, take the car out of reverse, and it goes away. It also pauses any music that you're playing so that you can concentrate on reversing. Do we have anything else? Let's see. Not really. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. The only thing I can think of is, if you're getting one of these, I'd definitely say get this particular model, this 7151, because I've owned and I've reviewed the 6151 and the 6151F on my channel, and this thing is a hell of a lot faster. I mean a lot faster. There's no reason to get an old one when this one is out. Everything seems to be working fine. It was a breeze to install, and I've asked EONON a lot of questions over, you know, several months of owning their product, and they've always come back to me with answers. So I'd say the customer service is really good. And just using this thing, I'm really happy that I've got this particular one. I'm probably going to install Nova Launcher, you know, get some more apps, do a bit more customization. But yeah, it's really convenient to have. But yeah, if I've missed anything out, if you've got any questions, just leave a comment down below. If there's enough questions or I've missed enough things out, I'll just make another video, or if I can answer the questions down in the comments, I'll do that.